There's no way that you make it, and maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Are you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Are you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Or will you fucking fight back? Break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they're giving them, you're not thinking straight, kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not fucking playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just faking. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts, they are not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds, talking out loud so proud. You better shut your goddamn mouth before I do more speak out. It's about to head south. You're never gonna make it. There's no way that you make it. Maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? Make them take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Total Nonstop Action Truck Series playoff race number 3 for the Madness Racing League. Click it or ticket 100. The Madness Racing League reminding you to fasten those seatbelts as John Michael Bryan in the J Money 623 machine brings it down on the pit road. He'll click his seatbelts up. Get ready to practice here. We're getting ready to go playoff racing again here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. This is the cutoff race. Which two guys are going to join in the championship for and lock themselves into Homestead Miami Speedway's championship race 2 weeks from now? We're moments away from qualifying. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a bad chick. All the boys stare, can't help it, it's a habit. Clothes that she wears, short skirt and a jacket. I just wanna get her all alone on a mattress. I just wanna have it, I just gotta.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we are getting ready to go qualifying here in the Madness Racing League TNA Total Nonstop Action Truck Series playoff race number 3. The Click It or Ticket 100. We'll cut the music down just a tad bit here as we get ready to see who's going to be number 1 here out on the field tonight. Looks like it's going to be the 24 Valvoline Chevy Silverado from Greenville, South Carolina of James Fountain. James Fountain, winner here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel's TNA Total Nonstop Action Truck Series. Won the race at Rockingham. Nicholas Maynard dominated, but he had a great pit stop from his 24 crew. And they get him out in front of the kid that race, and he was able to score the victory in overtime as he blinks in and blinks out there as we wait on James Fountain to come back in. We'll go pick another character to come around here since James Fountain's battling a little bit of connection issues. This is going to be the Magic Man of Greg Wharton. Greg Wharton, now you see me, now you don't. Looking to pull a magic trick here tonight at the Indianapolis Raceway Park here. He's not racing for the playoffs, but he's looking to score the victory here tonight, get that trophy to put on the wall. Where will Greg Wharton post P2 so far for the Magic Man as he rides the top side of the racetrack this time around? Greg Wharton coming off turns 2 here down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Loving the race car colors here. Falls Creek Coffee Trails. Make sure you go take Coffee Talk, Make sure you go check them out. Greg Wharton from Thomasville, North Carolina, coming off turns 3 and 4. Well, really posts P1 for Greg Wharton. He'll go to the top of the board with that lap right there. We'll switch over here to Chase Johnson, the number 5 Kubota Chevy Silverado. He comes off the bottom side of the racetrack here. He'll take, looks like the 8th place spot there on his first time around. We're right on board with Chase Johnson as he rips and shits through here at the IRP Raceway underneath the qualifying session on the back end. 0.67 miles here at the IRP Raceway for the night's race. 100 laps is what is scheduled here. Where will Chase Johnson post? P3 for Chase Johnson. Here comes the boogeyman, John Michael Bryant, for his second lap this time around. The boogeyman, you see him. Make sure you give him a follow on the TikTok platform. J Money at 8 on the back. The Gorilla Mine number 23 machine, rocking the American colors here underneath the lights. He'll get down on the bottom side of the racetrack, not racing for a playoff spot here, but John Michael Bryant coming off the corner. Where will he post? P4 for John Michael Bryant. Looks like Kevin Tangos is out on the racetrack right now. Playoff contender here. He's below the cut line, needing a big day here tonight on the Booty Scoot Racing channel from Hawthorne, New Jersey. He'll come across the line. He'll shoot up to the 5th place spot. For Kevin Tangos, if he's still on the clock, he'll take the top side. Looks like he's slowing down. That'll do it for Kevin Tangos. Here comes the 02 Maynard Motors machine. Looks like he's driving the Ryan Blaney Family Foundation Ford F-150. He's coming to take the white flag this time around. P12 for Nicholas Maynard that time around. Well, no, this will be his first lap here tonight for the kid of Nicholas Maynard. Looking for his 5th pole here on the season. 4 of them. He picked up the pole at Las Vegas. Was wrecked out by Showtime Chase Johnson, battling for the race win. 60 laps in is the Ryan Blaney Family Foundation 02 Maynard Motors machine. Comes off the corner. He's a little tight here. He's going to have to get a better chance. He's going to take it down in the turns 1 and 2 here. He'll rip the middle side of the racetrack, something different this time around. For his second lap, he'll slide up out of turns 2. Get a little loose there. You've seen him bobble it down the back straightaway. Looks like the kid's still going to rip the middle top of the racetrack. He'll get a great diamond arc off the corner. Tracking a little better on my time here. Currently sitting P7. Where the kid posts? P4 for Nicholas Maynard at the current moment. Don't like we have anybody else out on the racetrack as well. So with Nicholas Maynard wrapping it up here, looks like Greg Wharton's going to win tonight's pole here at the Indianapolis Raceway Park for the Click It or Ticket 100 live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for the Madness Racing League for the playoff race number 3. We will find out who's racing the final 2 spots here. See if we can't pull up the current point standing as they run before we get tonight's event kicked off and running. Here they are, the Click It or Ticket 100 TNA Total Nonstop Action Truck Series playoff points as they run. You see James Fountain picked up the win at Darlington Raceway to kick off the playoffs. He'll lock himself into the championship race with that victory. Corey Tesner steals one 2 weeks ago at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. He'll play his hand, no pun intended, and he'll roll the dice and he'll pick up the win. And he'll advance to the championship. And Chase Johnson comes into tonight's event 130 plus points above the cut line, just needing a solid day here tonight and a non-new winner. And he should be just okay. It looks like Nicholas Maynard, 27 points above the cut line as he was wrecked out by Chase Johnson, battling side by side for the race lead. Nicholas Maynard in a predicament here tonight. Is this not wrapped up here? He's going to have to fight hard as he'll have a hard charge. And looks like Terry Hughes Jr. and the number 81 machine here tonight. He's 27 points back. So, I mean, third place finish for Terry Hughes Jr. could well put him in front of Nicholas Maynard into the championship if Nicholas Maynard was to finish behind him. Jonathan Smith not able to make it out here tonight along with Carter Jackson. So it looks like it's going to be a battle between these 3. If Kevin Tanko's involved as well, 36 points or 38 points behind, excuse me. Ladies and gentlemen, we're counting down the time to get ready to grid up. Looks like we're going to kick it over to the night's national anthem here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We ask all of our veterans to please rise and stand as you're able for the night's national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate you guys standing up as you're able to. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll kick it back over here to the main broadcast. These guys are gridded here on the grid here, the IRP Raceway, excuse me here. We are moments away from driver's introduction. If you have not slapped that like button and or pressed that follow button, you are doing something wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like we're getting ready to kick it off here. Setting the quick time here tonight. Starting on the first place spot, driving the number 96 Ford F-150 from Thomasville, North Carolina. That's going to be Greg, the Magic Man, Morgan. Starting on the outside of him, driving the number 5 Kubota Chevy Silverado. Sitting well in the playoff standings, looking to make something shake here tonight. He'll round out the second place spot here on the outside. That's going to be Showtime Chase Johnson. James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina, driving the number 24 Valvoline Chevy Silverado. Will shake out the third place spot on the second row. And on the outside of him, he'll have the kid driving the Ryan Blaney Family Foundation number 02. Looking to keep his head above water in the playoff standings, the kid of Nicholas Maynard. And on the outside of the kid will be, well, the inside, excuse me, third row will be the boogeyman of John Michael Bryan. Kevin Tanko's another playoff driver here, driving the number 4 Budweiser Chevy Silverado from Hawthorne, New Jersey. The 20-year-old looking to tackle on a little bit over a half-mile racetrack here tonight. And on the inside of him will be the High Point, North Carolina driver of Chris Schaffner. El Diablo getting red hot here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, looking to make something shake. Corey Riptide Tesner driving the number 8 Monster Energy Chevy Silverado from Greer, South Carolina, looking to go back-to-back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. He picked up the playoff race as he just needs an easy night tonight. He knows he's racing for a championship at Homestead here in a couple of weeks. Terry Hughes Jr. going to round out, looks like the 10th place spot here on the outside in the Ford Performance Racing School number 81 from Troy, Alabama, the 25-year-old United States Navy veteran. Looking to make something shake here, trying to get above Nicholas Maynard. That's going to be a hard battle. We'll keep an eye on it all night. Tony Cook on the inside, the number 33 Home Run Cafe. 60-something-year-old looking to make something shake here, put belt to ass. And Poncho McDowell driving the number 47 Race Yes car, Chevy Silverado. Will round out shotgun tail in the field. And Blake Hochschild will round out the last place spot here, the 25-year-old from Gold Canyon, Arizona. And we are getting ready to go racing here. Looks like Peter the Pace Car should pull on a pit road this time around. He will. He'll hang that left here. Greg Warren, the Magic Man. His first pole on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, leading up to the Geico restart zone. We're getting ready to fire off here for the Click It or Ticket 100. Greg Warren meshes the gas. We're off racing here. Yum, 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 yum on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll ride out the back end of the pole sitter here as you see these guys spread all throughout the field, the bottom, the middle, the top. Meanwhile, Chase Johnson looking for the race lead early down here in the race 3 and 4, excuse me. Chase Johnson able to get around the Magic Man of Greg Warren here as they battle through turns 3 and 4. James Fountain looks like he's got a little bit of a faster truck. He's looking left, looking right. He'll put the power down. He's looking to the inside of the number 96 of Greg Warren here as the rest of these guys battle door to door. Meanwhile, the boogeyman of John Michael Bryant on the inside of the 02 of Nicholas Maynard here. They're battling door to door down the back straightaway. Meanwhile, we got a caution flag back here. Blake Hochschild, Poncho McDowell make contact here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. The caution flag out here on lap 2. We'll back that ass up here. And the Click It or Ticket 100 here live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for an instant replay for the Poncho McDowell Rayman and the Blake Hochschild number 29 Paint Haas Toyota TRD Tundra machine as they look like they made a little bit of contact with one another. We'll take a look and see what happened here. Looks like Blake Hochschild's just down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Poncho McDowell gasses it up, but Blake Hochschild just has that thing yelled out to the right. He was already loose. Nowhere for Poncho McDowell to go. He'll put the back bumper, well, the front of his bumper to the back bumper of Blake Hochschild. Send him around. The caution flag is out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Chase Johnson looking to make something shake here early. He's out front. We'll be back in a moment. Don't go nowhere.
dreams. Live with every breath, see my message start to spread. And I had so many dreams.
Bang, bang. Welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We're working the first caution flag here tonight on lap number 4. Coming to complete lap number 5, the race leader of Showtime, Chase Johnson. Made a quick move over the pole sitter of Greg Wharton here. Chevy versus a blue oval out front here. They file out, single behind. Peter the pace car here. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to remind you that we don't want to do it to you, but we have to pay the bills here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll throw up one of the night sponsors here on the Madness Racing League. Total non-stop action truck series presented by Bag Wheel Power. Bringing you all things small engine care related and hydro as well. Get your boat, get your go-kart, whatever you want. Bag Wheel Power will get it done for you. The Total Non-Stop Action Truck Series presented by TCW Employee-Owned Trucking. If you're in the upstate of South Carolina, make sure you get at Keyshawn Hill, delivering all across the Southeast. The Madness Racing League's Total Non-Stop Action Truck Series presented by Pop's Porch Bed Swings, custom-made, handcrafted porch bed swings. Hit them up 864-978-1913. Flip it back over here to the main broadcast. Get ready to go back racing here. And the Click It or Ticket 100, reminding you to fasten those seat belts. When you get down there on the road, you know that these guys are rounding up their 9-point harnesses. They're locked and loaded, safe and strapped and ready to go here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. It's going to be Greg Wharton on the outside of here. Set his first pole here, but got jumped by the Kubota number 5 machine of Showtime Chase Johnson. See how things get ready to shake out here as we get ready to bring them through the Geico restart zone and fire back off here at the Click It or Ticket 100. Peter the pace car hangs the left down on the pit road. Chase Johnson brings them through the Geico restart zone, fires it back off. We're back green in the Click It or Ticket 100. Looks like Chase Johnson's going to get a great launch there as the race leader, but here comes the fabric sharpener of number 22 machine of Chris Schaffner. He'll battle on the inside of Nicholas Maynard off turns 2 on the restart. The kid will slap the wall right there. Corey Tesner will follow behind him, but it'll close the gap up for the number 8 Monster Energy machine of Corey Riptide Tesner. Meanwhile, Nicholas Maynard driving the 02 machine. He'll keep it away from the wall off turns 3 and 4 to make sure he doesn't hit it that time around. Meow, 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 meow. Multiple of these guys, you're going to see it all night long, right at the top side of the racetrack, trying to get up near the wall so they can paint a beautiful line there at the back end. You see Chris Schaffner and Corey Tesner battling it out the asset of Nicholas Maynard's machine. Meanwhile, here comes the Hochschild machine of Blake Hochschild as they continue to shake, rattle, and roll their way through the field here. Blake Hochschild down on the bottom side of the racetrack. He's got John Michael Bryant on the inside of him, battling down on the bottom side here. Kevin Takos with some damage on his race car here. He must have been involved with something underneath the previous caution flag. It's John Michael Bryant making a move around the Blake Hochschild machine here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We've worked one caution flag already tonight. Speaking of working things, looks like we might have a battle for the race lead here. It's Greg Wharton trying to work the inside of Chase Johnson here off turn 2 at the IRP Raceway. Down the back straightaway they go here in the Click It or Ticket 100 live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. I want to remind you that you can catch all of these races right after the fact, posted to YouTube. 4 races on YouTube at the Booty Scoot Racing LLC page. Make sure you give us a like, subscribe, a comment. Press on that notification. It'll help us out a lot. Send it through the algorithm. Tell your friend what you've seen here tonight. That's the number 81 Ford Performance School Racing machine of Terry Hughes Jr., the United States veteran. Terry Hughes Jr. just had his streams of fairness, good looks, bad looks, however you want it. He really just cannot seem to be able to piece together one of these races here. He picked off the top 5 a couple weeks ago at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We ride out the back end of Chris Schaffner, El Diablo, the number 22 machine. He's up on the top side of the racetrack here. Meanwhile, Tony Cook in the Home Run Cafe machine behind him. Tony Cook looks like he's trying to pick off the top side of the racetrack here as well. Nicholas Maynard, though, struggling to keep position around the number 8 of Corey Riptide Tesner here. As Corey Tesner has brought it all the way up to the back bumper. Nicholas Maynard trying to get a good angle in the corner here. We ride out the front end of the Ryan Blaney Family Foundation machine. Down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. You hear Nicholas Maynard off the gas big time there. Looks like he's trying to get an arc off the corner here, be able to get a good drive off here. Corey Tesner has worked the number 8 machine up underneath him here. He'll clack the wall right there. Nicholas Maynard looks like he's able to keep it under control there. We're right back on board with the kid. Got his hands full inside of that race car. You see it right there. Had Corey Tesner on the inside of him here. Nicholas Maynard will scrape the wall here. He's going to have to settle that 02 machine back in here. As we continue to pick off laps here, they're going to happen quickly here. Chase Johnson just completes lap 15 there. Meanwhile, James Fountain has worked his way up to the second place spot around Greg Wharton here. Terry Hughes Jr. blinking in and out here on the racetrack, battling some internet connection issues. He's currently running in the top 5 spot, though, trying to run down Corey Riptide Tesner. So Terry Hughes Jr. was able to get around Nicholas Maynard there when he scraped the wall. Here comes Tony Cook. He's starting to smell that number 02's back bumper. Will he make the move here down into turns 3 and 4? Looks like Tony Cook's going to lift a little bit. Nicholas Maynard to get up into the fence, blowing sparks all through the camera here. Duck and bob and weave through your living room. Nicholas Maynard strikes the wall in through turns 1 and 2 here. Might be battling a little bit of damage on the number 02 Ford Performance machine. But meanwhile, here comes the bow tie machine of Tony Cook. Tony Cook from Greer, South Carolina, owner of the Home Run Cafe. Make sure you go check out Tony Cook. Tell him the Madness Racing League sent you for all your hot dog, hamburgers, refreshing tea needs, whatever. Tony Cook's got it. One of the oldest guys in the field tonight, looking to show him how to get it done here. It looks like Nicholas Maynard is going to pull down the bottom side of the racetrack for the 33 of Tony Cook here. They'll battle, looks like door to door here off turns 3 and 4. So the kid of Nicholas Maynard is not going to let Tony Cook have it easy down here in the turns 1 and 2 here, but looks like Tony Cook is just going to have the better of Nicholas Maynard as he's stuck down on the bottom side. But Nicholas Maynard will get a great drive off the corner there that time around. So the kid battling back hard here, trying to run down the number 33 machine now, because Tony Cook looks like he was able to complete the pass. But here comes Chris Schaffner. Blake Hochschild trying to run down the 23 machine of John Michael Bryant. The back markers back here putting on a show on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. So back up here to the race lead, looking out the front bumper of the second place guy, James Fountain. That's the race leader of Chase Johnson, in front of him here. Chase Johnson will elect to take the top side of the racetrack. James Fountain slowing the car way down to try to paint the fucking line down there. Excuse me, my language. James Fountain trying each and everything in his notebook to catch the back bumper of the number 5 machine of Chase Johnson as they continue to battle for the race lead. Admiring ourselves back here in the traffic is what they would call it. 20 laps complete. Looking to work lap 21 this time around. We've been cautionless since the lap 4 break where we had a little bit of incident issues between a couple of the guys. Pancho McDowell was involved with it. Looks like Kevin Tinko's had a little bit of part of it. Here's Nicholas Maynard. Looks like he's under attack from Chris Schaffner here in the number 22 machine as well. So ever since Nicholas Maynard scraped the wall there, his car has been falling back here. He's currently sitting in the 7th place spot here. Nicholas Maynard, a playoff contender. Talked to him before the race. He said if there was a racetrack that was not up to his speed, it was the IRP, International Lucas Oil Raceway, whatever the hell you want to call it. Those were his exact words. And he did not really like it or enjoy this place as Chris Schaffner looks like he's going to place the battle on it. But John Michael Bryant, if you know him, he's looking to make something shake always. He'll looking for a crossover down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Will he pull it to the back bumper of the 22? He'll put the bumper gas down, looking to get around the 02 and the 22, John Michael Bryant. Surrounded by 2s in front of him, 2 on his race cars. There's 2s all through the field. These guys continue to battle it out here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take our first Fast and Loud here tonight as we ride around on board around the Indianapolis Raceway Park with some of the drivers here in the Madness Racing League as they try to chase their way to the championship. The others trying to chase the race win here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, the more you slap that like button, the louder it gets here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Appreciate you guys tuning in here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. What did you think about that? These guys absolutely shitting and getting here around the Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. However the hell you want to call it, you may have it. Chase Johnson put a move on the number 96 of Greg Ward in the pole center very early on into the night's race. And ladies and gentlemen, he is sailing away here as we are completing 31. We're working lap 31. Get ready to come to lap 32. Chase Johnson has been all business here tonight as he works his way through. Looks like going to be turns 3 and 4 here. And the closest person behind him will be the second place person of James Fallon. Both of these guys got wins here in the Truck Series this season as they currently run each other down. And Corey Tesner, the CJR number 5 racing teammate, will scrape the wall there in the turns 1 and 2. Trying to get a good angle off the corner. He'll get just that. Trying to run down the second and first place guys. And our pole sitter, the magic man of Greg Wharton, trying to pull a rabbit out of a hat, no pun intended, get his way back to the front here. He had a bad fast number 96 Ford F-150. And Terry Hughes Jr. and Tony Cook get around Nicholas Maynard when he scrapes the fence, and these two continue to battle it out here as Terry Hughes needing an excellent run here. He knows that he needs to stay in front of that 0-2 machine if he wants to stay for a chance for the championship spot. Tony Cook a little loose off the corner there, but he was able to keep it underneath him here. And this goes to show you the ton of skills from the 33 home run cafe machine driver of Tony Cook as he continues to pick off some laps here. It's like James Fallon closed up the gap just a tad bit over there to Showtime Chase Johnson. You see it right there. These guys continue to pick it off here at the Booty Scoot Racing channels. Click it or ticket 100. Picking off laps, James Fallon. It looks like Tony Cook's going to run the fastest lap on the racetrack, as he was just jumping through my ticker and turned it completely green at coming through turns 3 and 4. Tony Cook may have something here on the back half of the night's event as the number 33 home run cafe machine. He started at the back of the pack here. Known for saving his tires, making great runs throughout the field when they're able to keep it green here, as we got a battle getting ready to shake up back here. That's Nicholas Maynard stuck on the outside of Chris Schaffner. It looks like Chris Schaffner is able to clear himself into turns 1 and 2, but Blake Hochschild says, I got a bumper too, I want to play. But here comes the boogeyman of John Michael Bryant. You know he's willing to put a bumper to somebody if he's needed to. The number 29 of Blake Hochschild will take the bottom side of the racetrack, try to arc up off the bottom, get a good exit. Looks like he's able to stay door to door with Nicholas Maynard, but he'll bobble and weave there, and that'll cost him his spot off the corner. Nicholas Maynard's able to clear himself back out front here. Lap 37 here completed, coming to lap 38 when Chase Johnson, the race leader, brings it around here. Bang, that right there, lap 38 is what we're working this time around. Chase Johnson in total domination form out here. You look out the ass end of him here, that's the second place guy, James Fallon, trying to run him down here. And you look out the ass end of James Fallon, just sailing away here from the rest of the pack here. Corey Tesner's got Greg Wharton beating on that back bumper here, but Greg Wharton's going to have to piece it together here. Continue to knock off some nice and steady pace laps. Here's Chris Schaffner still trying to get around Nicholas Maynard. Nicholas Maynard is fighting hard not to lose that position. Terry Hughes Jr. comes across the line. Tony Cook, the fastest lap again goes to Tony Cook that last time around, a 22.72. And the race leader, Chase Johnson, will run a 22.84. Tony Cook got the fastest truck here, 40 laps into the night's event, ladies and gentlemen. You got to imagine that these guys would have to pit at some point. Could we see green flag pit stops? Tony Cook marching his way through the field here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 40 laps are complete. Showtime Chase Johnson and James Fallon. Wait a second, the gap is getting much, much smaller. We look out the front end of James Fallon, seeing exactly what he sees. He works the number 24 machine there, nice and easy through the corners, nice and slow. Looks like James Fallon's able to get a great exit off of turns 2 there, aiming straight towards the wall. He'll make a little bit of contact there. He's able to keep it under control here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. 41 laps are complete here. We'll take a commercial break and be back after this. Don't go nowhere. Welcome back to the Click It or Ticket 100 here for the Total Nonstop Action Truck Series playoff race number 3. This is the cutoff race here for the Madness Racing League's playoff event. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just now tuning in, we have looks like it's about 14 guys out here on the racetrack battling it out here. 2 will go to the championships playoffs, 2 weeks from now, to race with these guys. If we pull up the current point standings as they run in the background for the Click It or Ticket 100. James Fountain, the number 24 machine, currently running second place on the racetrack right now. And Corey Riptide Tesner, I believe, still in the third place spot here. Both of these guys know that they're racing for a championship here in 2 weeks at Homestead. But meanwhile, Chase Johnson, currently the race leader, racked up 130 points to put into the bank at Vegas. Him and Nicholas Maynard made a little contact there. Nicholas Maynard put in a little bit of a predicament here, plus 27 points to the good. It's wide open for Nicholas Maynard, Terry Hughes, and Kevin Tankos here tonight at the event. Flip it back over here to the main broadcast. Kevin Tanko, speaking of him driving the number 4 machine, he's still out here on the racetrack, I believe so. No, Kevin Tanko's off the racetrack here, so that'll end Kevin Tanko's his hope for a championship here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. And that means it's going to be a battle between that kid right there of Terry Hughes Jr. and Nicholas Maynard. Terry Hughes Jr. must finish ahead of Nicholas Maynard and score at least a P3 position here and reward himself with 30 points to outscore the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard, where he's going to have to lead some laps here to add some points to his total score. But pretty much looking up to this point, getting ready to complete lap 49, Showtime Chase Johnson. Mathematically, pretty much impossible for him not to be able to go on his points here. So if we were to get a new race winner that was not locked into the playoffs, that is playoff eligible, then he will be the one taking that last place point. He has way outscored the rest of the field here. Chase Johnson working lap 49, coming to lap 50. James Fountain knocking on the back door here. And sure, all caught up here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for what we have going on here tonight for the Click It or Ticket 100 for the cutoff playoff race, whatever the hell you want to call it. Down the back straightaway, Chase Johnson goes. James Fountain trails in right behind him. Chase Johnson's going to take the top side of the racetrack there. James Fountain's able to close it big time there to turns 3 and 4. And that'll leave Chase Johnson sailing away into turns 1 and 2, trying to run for the 24 machine. It looks like James Fountain got loose hard into the wall there. The Valvoline machine of James Fountain's going to have to gather that number 24 machine up as he got it all the way there. He's just got to close it. Chase Johnson continuing to pick off laps led here in the Kubota number 5 Chevy Silverado. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you guys tuning in here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. The battle back here, not much really going on. It's Terry Hughes Jr. doing what he's got to do. Looks like the magic man of Greg Wharton's going to bring it down pit road this time around. Green flag pit stops have started here for the Click It or Ticket 100. See how things get ready to go. Cycle out. Here comes the 22 of Chris Schaffner. As here comes the race leader of Chase Johnson and James Fountain continuing to battle it out side by side. Chase Johnson about to lose the race lead here. Green flag stops are going on as well. Chase Johnson, the race leader. So these guys are really trying to jump around the number 5 Kubota machine. The longer he goes, the shorter distance he's going to have off the field. It looks like Chase Fountain will go to the race lead this time around because Chase Johnson will bring it down the pit road. A little bit of a tongue twister there if I got myself confused, but James Fountain, the race leader here in the Click It or Ticket 100. And that'll bring Chase Johnson down pit road here under the green flag cycle. Here comes Tony Cook and Terry Hughes Jr. as well. The green flag pit stops finally. We're getting to see some here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We got them 2 weeks in a row. We got them last time at Vegas. Chase Johnson will pull into his box like he's going to take tires as Tony Cook and Terry Hughes Jr. We're going to bring him down here. Here comes the boogeyman of John Michael Bryant down pit road as well. Chase Johnson, 4 fresh Goodyear tires on the number 5 Kubota machine. He's off. Tony Cook's off as well. Looks like gas only for Tony Cook. Maybe an error. John Michael Bryant pulling in there. Terry Hughes Jr., 4 tires. James Fountain, the race leader, still here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Corey Tesner in the second place spot. Meanwhile, looking over here at the race times, James Fountain just ran a 22.82 that last time around. And Nicholas Maynard ran a 22.65. Nicholas Maynard about 3/10 faster than the race leader here. Nicholas Maynard scraped the wall big time. He'll run a 22.04 that last time around. Did the kid save something in the 0-2 machine? That's it. He collected the wall big time here. He's down about 6 spots from where he was. He's currently cycled his way up to the 3rd place spot here throughout the pit cycle. Tony Cook back down on pit road. Yes, so an error for the 33 Home Run Cafe machine pit crew. They have to come back down pit road to service the machine. Chase Johnson still a lap down registered, trying to get his lap back. He's got to run down the race leader, James Fountain, who's currently coming off turns forward, completing lap 57 to take lap 58. Looks like the second place guy, Corey Riptide Tesner, is going to bring it down pit road as well. The number 8 Monster Energy Chevy Silverado from Greer, South Carolina. And that's going to move the kid of Nicholas Maynard up to the second place spot here. And the guy that started the green flag pit stops will be Greg Wharton. He's working his way now around the second place traffic guy, looking to run down the race leader, James Fountain. James Fountain about 11 seconds ahead of Nicholas Maynard currently throughout the cycle. Nicholas Maynard currently is running the second place spot, though, as Corey Tesner pulls into his box. It's going to be four Goodyear fresh tires for Corey Riptide Tesner. Blake Hochschild comes around turn 4 there to complete the lap. He'll cycle up to the third place spot. Chase Johnson still trying to be the race leader here through the pit stop cycles, hoping and praying that there is not a caution flag. Terry Hughes Jr. already been down pit road to service the number 81 Ford Racing School machine as he's getting ready to pass James Fountain. Terry Hughes Jr. trying to get back on the lead lap here after the green flag pit stop. So if the caution was to come out now, Terry Hughes Jr. back on the lead lap here. John Michael Bryant looking to do the same to get around the race leader, James Fountain. James Fountain loose up the wall. That'll send the boogeyman right on by. John Michael Bryant getting his lap back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. These guys look like they came down a couple laps before Chase Johnson here. So when all things are said and done, Chase Johnson will have to, looks like, get around James Fountain. But James Fountain, I mean, literally right there, trying to run away from Chase Johnson. So Chase Johnson, you look out the ass end of, well, the front end of him here as he works the top side of the racetrack, trying to get a good exit off. He'll slow the race car down just a little bit, aiming towards the Kroger side and put the gas down. Chase Johnson's got to start shitting and getting here as we are approaching 38 laps remaining here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. There's the race leader of James Fountain. See, we can't ride up here with Billy the blimp driver as he's been up here throwing back Budweisers all night long. James Fountain, the race leader here under the green flag cycle pit stops. Chase Johnson still registered a lap down. Corey Tesner already come down pit road as well. He'll wait a little bit longer, though, here, and he'll get out in front of James Fountain when he passes him, though. Chase Johnson was the race leader here, so this could be the battle for the race lead when things heat back up here. James Fountain yet to pit, though, is Nicholas Maynard. We'll look at the lap times when he comes back around this time around. James Fountain will run a 22.78. Looks like Nicholas Maynard will run a 22.70 flat. So Nicholas Maynard a tad bit faster than the race leader here, but he's still a distance away here, but he's on the lead lap trying to stay alive. 65 laps are complete here on the Booty Scoot Racing channels. Click It or Ticket 100. Chase Johnson brings him down to start the green flag. Well, he didn't start the green flag cycle, but the race leader, he was when the green flag came out for the cycles. And Sean Michael Bryant has made an adjustment to the 23 Gorilla Mod machine. It is absolutely ripping the bottom side of the racetrack right now as he works around the number 29 machine of Blake Hochschild here, rounding out the front bumper of Chase Johnson here. He might have just caught up to the race leader, James Fountain. Chase Johnson looking to unlap himself at IRP. Exit off of turn 4 there. Complete another lap here. Every lap led is 1 point added to your total score here. Nicholas Maynard, the second place guy. James Fountain, the race leader. Showtime, Chase Johnson will put the gas down, try to get around James Fountain, and he will. He'll put James Fountain behind him. Back on the lead lap here under the green flag cycle here. So he is pitted. James Fountain is not. James Fountain is going to have to surrender the race lead here before you know it. Nicholas Maynard as well. He's going to have to come pit for some fresh Goodyear tires. He's running the fastest laps on the racetrack for the guy that haven't pitted, but that's only 2 of them. Is James Fountain and Nicholas Maynard continue to be the only guys out on the racetrack trying something different here. You gotta love it. James Fountain still running strong here, and it looks like Blake Hochschild will unlap himself around James Fountain down the front stretch here, the IRP Raceway. Things are starting to absolutely go here. Ladies and gentlemen, James Fountain has been absolutely doing it. Battled through a couple of technical difficulties here. See if I can't get the chat back up here for some of you guys to watch here. We're still shitting and getting here. You best believe it here. Nicholas Maynard still yet to pit under the green flag cycle with James Fountain from Greenville, South Carolina. James Fountain must have just had something in that back pocket of his. That number 24 machine has got some speed in it. Nicholas Maynard, though, I think he's just trying to play the opposite role game here. But eventually one of these guys is going to have to play trick pony and pull it on down. Chase Johnson moves himself back up to the third place spot here through the pit flag cycle. He's looking to run down the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard, who's going into turns 1 and 2 right now. That means Chase Johnson coming across 4. That's the distance between third and second place, and James Fountain, the race leader there, coming across. He'll lead another lap here. 72 coming to 28 laps. There comes the kid of Nicholas Maynard down pit road. So Nicholas Maynard will pit from second place. That'll leave James Fountain, the only guy on the racetrack to have yet to come down for fresh Goodyear tires here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Absolutely putting on a performance here on the long game, hoping and praying for a caution. Chase Johnson will move up to the second place spot. Nicholas Maynard's guy looks like they'll hop the wall. They'll jack up the right side of the race car, and it'll be, yes, 4 Goodyear tires for the kid of Nicholas Maynard under green flag. They got to get this thing going here. Nicholas Maynard in his box here to fire off a pit road. Get it going here. See if we can't shoot it back over here. James Fountain still the race leader. He won't come around this time. Chase Johnson here. James Fountain looking to put Nicholas Maynard a lap down. Nicholas Maynard is registered a lap down already, yes, but will he go 2 laps down? Nicholas Maynard will beat James Fountain off pit road. Great stop from the number 02 Maynard Motors Ryan Blaney Foundation boys down there on pit road for the kid of Nicholas Maynard. They'll keep him in contention. I think we've only had, one caution flag up to this point. 26 laps remaining here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Click it or ticket 100. Green flag cycles are starting to work their way through the field here. Chris Schaffner gets around the number 29 of Blake Hochschild here, but Blake Hochschild on the lead lap. Chris Schaffner registered a lap down here. So if you're just now tuning in to what we got going on here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, the green flag cycles look like they've cycled all the way through besides the race leader. James Fountain is the race leader, followed by Showtime Chase Johnson, Blake Hochschild, Corey Tesner in the 4th place spot, and then Terry Hughes Jr. rounding out that top 5 spot here. A couple playoff guys. James Fountain, the race leader, already racing for a championship at Homestead in a couple of weeks. Chase Johnson mathematically locked himself in here with a lot of laps led so far in the early portions of tonight's event here in the Click It or Ticket 100. He'll drop the top side of the racetrack through turns 3 and 4 here. Trying to save a little bit of something here, trying to run down the race leader, James Fountain. Is Chase Johnson here, like he's working. We'll see if we can pull up the actual pitch stop strategy lap time. There it is right there for you. James Fountain running them bald out here at the IRP Raceway. 77 laps on his tires. He's still running strong out there. It's Chase Johnson in the lap 53 is when he had come and pitted. So we're working about 26 laps to go when Chase Johnson brought it down pit road. So can it be the difference to run down James Fountain here? But he's not making up any difference. It's James Fountain right there, the race leader. Chase Johnson just got to get this thing moving and grooving here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. I believe maybe the caution flag is flowing out here. Yes, looks like the caution flag is flown here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. I believe we have a little bit of contact from somebody out here, maybe Chris Schaffner, Greg Wharton, somebody has brought out the caution flag here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. So you have to see, can look and see who it is here. Looks like Greg Wharton, Blake Hochschild, the rest of these guys had things straight and nice and ordinary. Oh, there it is right there. Corey Riptide Tesner is going to fall victim here. And we'll throw up an instant replay here for the Madness Racing League playoff cutoff race. Corey Tesner won the race 2 weeks ago to lock himself into the championship race, and he better be damn glad he does. Let's take a look. Just loose off the corner, Corey Tesner locks it down, and he'll go for a ride here. Get it straightened back out here on the Monster Energy. Number 8 Chevy Silverado. No damage to the race car, but the caution flag will fly here. James Fountain, register the race leader here, as he'll play the long game. He'll stay out, lead a fuck ton of laps, adding points to his total score, but he's already racing for the championship. James Fountain in full control here. We'd imagine he'd go down, get a fresh set of tires. We'll see how things shake back. We'll be back in a moment. Don't go nowhere. ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We are working the second caution flag here tonight as you see Blake Hochschild take his machine down on the pit road here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just now tuning in, this has been one hell of a show here. It's Chase Johnson was the race leader, and he brought him down for green flag pit stops there. The number 5 Kubota machine, he'll catch the tail end of the field here. So to keep you in the loop here under the commercial break, Chase Johnson on the lead lap with James Fountain, the only two to be on the lead lap here from where he passed James Fountain. Wasn't able to make up a ton of ground though. Him and James Fountain will go down pit road and grab another fresh set of Goodyear tires, and they'll be the only two on the field right now with fresh Goodyear tires here. It looks like everybody else is going to take the wave around this time around behind Peter the pace car. Another thing to mention, the kid of Nicholas Maynard though just come down pit road, 3 short laps to go. So he's got basically brand new Goodyear Eagles on that number 02 machine, and these guys will get the wave around here, and that'll put James Fountain and Chase Johnson on the front row here as everybody will be back on the lead lap, but these two will be the only two on fresh Goodyear tires here. And Terry Hughes Jr., some spotter communication issues inside of that race car. He's not happy, needing a victory here to at least finish in front of the 02 of Nicholas Maynard. And his crew calls him down pit road, so he's still registered a lap down here, hoping and praying for a caution to get him back in the game. James Fountain and Chase Johnson are bringing him back to the restart zone as the rest of the guys catch the tail end of the field. James Fountain, Chase Johnson leads them to the green zone. Back here, 17 laps to go on the Booty Scoot Racing channels. Click it or ticket 100. It looks like the rest of these guys are selling in the back end of the field here. They were trying to charge back here, trying to take the wave around. They'll go green before they can catch the tail end of the field. These guys are going to have to get it going here. Corey Tesner, Nicholas Maynard, looks like he's going to round out the tail end of the field. Meanwhile, James Fountain, the rest of these guys are going to, they might be able to catch them here. 16 laps to go. James Fountain and Chase Johnson. It's just going to be a rowing boat here between the two of these guys as Blake Hochschild needs to get around the race leader. For here goes Blake Hochschild, round hard in the wall. Caution flag flies here. Wow, as we get ready to say something about him, the Gold Canyon, Arizona kid turns it around. We'll back that ass up here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, as we always do. The Paint Hoss Toyota TRD Tundra from Gold Canyon, Arizona, goes around. The 25-year-old trying to keep it underneath them here. They were charging hard to catch the back end tail of the field here from taking the wave around, and we'll ride right here with Blake Hochschild as he was in the middle side of the racetrack. Just gets loose with him here, sends him around here hard into the inside wall. He's able to lock it down here, and everybody else is able to sail back by him. That'll redirect most of these guys back here to where they're supposed to be. Everybody back on the lead lap. It is up in the air. Who is going to go pit for them other set of Goodyear Eagles? And who is going to go and stay out and try to win this damn thing? And for a chance to win at the championship 2 weeks from now at the Miami Homestead Speedway. We'll work the third caution flag tonight for this guy right here, Blake Hochschild. He just gets a little loose and goes around. We'll be back in a moment. Don't go nowhere.
Yeah, my hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy. I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises, you ain't stopping this. Cross my shit, you'll be knocked unconscious, bitch. That's the consequence, I got this, I will not quit. Man, I'm on it, honest. I'm gonna launch quick, then I'm gone. It's just a matter of time before I'm over the climb and moving under my prime. Just quit my 9 to 5, I'm rocking, they watching, cause it's shocking. Dropping all these top 10 songs, so stopping. It's time to live my life, it's time to live my die. Wish I could slow down time and just enjoy the climb.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, I'm the one to get it, bruh.
Welcome back here to the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You are watching the final playoff race here for the Total Nonstop Action Truck Series for the Madness Racing League at the Lucas Oil Indianapolis, Raceway Park. That guy right there, Showtime Chase Johnson, the race leader here back out front at the IRP Raceway. James Fountain going to be in the second place spot with Nicholas Maynard moving up here in the third place spot. Basically, we've got to get it right. Chase Johnson's on a brand new fresh set of 4 Goodyear tires. And as long as James Fountain, he's got those 4-year Goodyear tires on his car as well. And Nicholas Maynard sitting on about 4 or 5 laps on his tire. So basically brand new. And Corey Riptide Tesner looking to make something shake here as well. He's got a little bit of damage on the back end of his machine. He'll shake out the 4th place spot here on the restart with 12 laps to go. And your mom's favorite driver, please tell her to put her shirt down. That is illegal. The Gorilla Mine number 23 Rogue machine is getting ready to bring it back to the restart zone. And we already know that the boogeyman of John Michael Bryant will do absolutely anything necessary for a victory here tonight if he gets the chance at it. The Click It or Ticket 100 through the Geico restart zone. We're back green here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Working their way through turns 22 down the back straightaway. These guys are absolutely going to push and shove here these final 11 laps. You best damn believe it. Looks like Chase Johnson was able to get a great jump over James Fountain here. Back out front. And Lucas Oil. Corey Tesner loose on the top side of the racetrack. He'll slap the wall there. 3 wide up the middle goes Terry Hughes Jr. Terry Hughes Jr. on a mission here in the playoffs. Terry Hughes Jr. knows that he has to get this number 81 Ford Performance Racing School machine to the front if he wants a chance to race in the championship, as he's got to finish in front of Nicholas Maynard, who's currently running in the 3rd place spot that Terry Hughes Jr. oh so desperately needs. He'll get the back bumper of Corey Tesner. Corey Tesner goes around. Caution flag flies here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Wow. We'll throw an instant replay up and back that ass up. Terry Hughes Jr. Booty scooting it through the field here, trying to get through the front. He'll put the back bumper to Corey Riptide Tesner, and he will send him around here with 9 laps remaining here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take a look here. Corey Tesner out the ass end of him here. You best believe it. Just a tap from Terry Hughes Jr. sends Corey Tesner driver's side first into the walls. We can't back that ass up one more time. And right on board with Terry Hughes Jr. Can't fault him from absolutely moving it, trying to make something shake here. It's what we love to see. But he'll just go up a little bit too much and catch the left rear quarter panel of Corey Tesner. And Corey Tesner looks like it might end his night early here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll get the number 8 Monster Energy machine refired. Pissed off here at the IRP Raceway, Corey Tesner. But he knows he'll be racing for a championship in 2 weeks. He better be lucky he picked up the win at Las Vegas 2 weeks ago. Corey Tesner damaged here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, try to see me be grinning. These ladies know that I'm sinning, and this is just the beginning. I'm closing in the night inning. There ain't no point in resisting. Living life like a dream, drink it right, that's the thing. Every night got a team, I've been tied to the scene. Out on stage, here on screen. Okay, it's a dream, and I pray as a team. One day it'll be me.
Welcome back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for the Click It or Ticket 100. Ladies and gentlemen, we are working our 4th caution flag here tonight. Terry Hughes Jr. will collect the number 8 of Corey Tesner here. And James Fountain will bring it down pit road here with some damage on his race car. He'll give up the 2nd place spot, and he'll drop tail end of the field here. James Fountain knows he's racing for a championship here in a couple weeks here. So nothing much here to give up that 2nd place spot to go get that damage fixed here. Better safe than sorry here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. And Corey Tesner, the winner 2 weeks ago, he knows he's racing for a championship. Pissed off though. He'll stay out on the racetrack here. Better watch it out. Terry Hughes Jr., Corey Tesner, it's going to come. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of watch out, we look up at the front row here. We have the kid of Nicholas Maynard in the number 02 Ford F-150 from Wilford, South Carolina. led about 27 laps 2 weeks ago at Las Vegas, said he felt like he was robbed from the victory after contact from that guy, the race leader, Showtime Chase Johnson, racing hard side by side for 50 laps. Under the green flag cycle and all, contact was made and Nicholas Maynard received the short end of the stick. 5 laps remain here on the Click It or Ticket 100. 4 when we get back racing. Will Nicholas Maynard repay the favor here tonight? And Terry Hughes Jr. needing that third place finish and to finish ahead of Nicholas Maynard. Will he put the bumper to the back of the Maynard Motors Ryan Blaney Family Foundation? You see it right in front of him. This might be something to watch here. If you are just now tuning in, you better cut those volume speakers up, grab those beers, light those cigarettes. Getting ready to go back racing here in the Click It or Ticket 100. Nicholas Maynard, will he do what he needs to do? Will Terry Hughes Jr. repay the favor, try to get himself in? Back green here in the Click It or Ticket 100. Chase Johnson taking down the bottom side of the racetrack through turns 1 and 2. He'll get a great exit there. Nicholas Maynard will get a little bit into the corner there. They'll door bank back here. John Michael Bryan and Terry Hughes Jr. are going to go at it through turns 3 and 4. John Michael Bryan will stuck it down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Looking for a slide job out of the corner. He'll complete it around the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. Terry Hughes Jr. riding out the front bumper, looking to get it right back from the number 23 of John Michael Bryan. But Chase Johnson here, he'll take it to the top side of the racetrack. Nicholas Maynard sliding up off the corner. Chase Johnson got about 5 lap fresher tires than the kid of Nicholas Maynard. Down the bottom side, Nicholas Maynard goes. 2 laps remaining this time around. Can the kid get to the back bumper of Showtime Chase Johnson? He'll stick to the middle side of the racetrack. Chase Johnson a little loose off the corner there. You see him put down the tire mark. That'll sail away a little bit into the corner. Nicholas Maynard will try to get a good arc out of turns 3 and 4. Chase Johnson will come out of turn 4. He'll see the white flag presented by AFLglobal.com. The final lap here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel's Click It or Ticket 100. We have an excellent battle shaking up here for the 6th place spot. Nicholas Maynard with one more shot at Chase Johnson's back bumper. Will he get there? He won't be able to get there, and Chase Johnson will sail off of turns 4 and win the Click It or Ticket 100. And Nicholas Maynard will get 2nd place. John Michael Bryan will get 3rd, and James Fountain will run back through the field and get 4th. Terry Hughes Jr. in the fence after the race. Corey Tesner not happy with the way that he was raced. Chase Johnson, the race winner here in the Click It or Ticket 100. Mayhem ensuing here on the back straightaway. People are not happy with the way that they were raced. At the conclusion of tonight's event, Nicholas Maynard will lose to Chase Johnson here tonight. He'll bring it to the front stretch here and park it for his 2nd place finish. And looks like the 3rd place finish of the Gorilla Mine, a 23 machine of John Michael Bryan. He'll bring it back around the racetrack here and park it on the front straightaway. But all glory is going to go to the number 5 of Showtime, Chase Johnson, as he'll come in here tonight at IRP and win his way to the championship. Even though he was mathematically locked in, we'll have to see how things shake up here for the playoffs as I await the admin to give me the final results here as they calculate the points here. Chase Johnson, the winner, the IRP Raceway. Showtime Chase Johnson will pull up to the front bumper of his Corey Tesner racing teammate, Chase Johnson racing, of Corey Tesner. Both of these guys will be racing in the championship. For sure, all 3 of them, including James Fountain, locked himself in on wins. The rest of the guys are pulled their way in. Chase Johnson racing, the whole company racing for the championship in 2 weeks. It's all friends and fun and games now, but they'll be enemies 2 weeks from now at Homestead as these guys get ready to line these cars up here for post-race interviews. Ladies and gentlemen, see if we can't pull up tonight's final results here. It's like Chase Johnson's going to get the 1st place spot here tonight. He'll pick up the victory. He's heading to the championship spot. Nicholas Maynard will get the 2nd place spot, waiting his final results to see his faith. Was it enough to get himself into the playoff? And the boogeyman of John Michael Bryan, not playoff eligible, but he'll bring it home in the 3rd place spot here tonight. James Fountain off the racetrack. He's racing for the championship with his win at Darlington. He rounds out the 4th place spot here, and Terry Hughes Jr. will get the 5th place spot here. We'll see if we can't hear from Terry Hughes Jr. Corey Tesner, not happy with the way that Terry Hughes Jr. raced him. He'll get the 6th place spot here tonight. Blake Hochschild will get the 7th place spot in his 29 White Knuckle Racing Machine. And Greg Wharton in the DUI Motorsports, both DUI Motorsports teammates, will round out the 8th and 9th place spot. And you're going to have to go back to the 10th place spot to find the 33 machine of Tony Cook. Trouble on pit road for him. Didn't get the tires on the race car. Must have had them unchecked or something here. He has to come back down pit road again, service it for a second time here tonight. And he wasn't able to get his way back through the field here. He'll finish, looks like it's going to be 48 laps down here in the 10th place spot. And Kevin Tankos has his championship's hopes ended here tonight at IRP, as he will finish 88 laps down, only 22 laps completed for the number 4 machine. And Poncho Raymond McDowell goes out 2 laps into the night's event here. And Chris Maverick Knighty from B-Town, Indiana, the hometown guy, wasn't able to get the car out of the garage here tonight, was battling some alternator issues. But we'll hope to see him tomorrow night here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel in the Xfinity Series. And Nick Large Car Crawford up on the spotter box here tonight, watching out for the race control admin. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see if we can't take a commercial break real quick. Get a pit reporter down here to some of these drivers. We'll be back in just a moment. Don't go nowhere so you can hear from your favorite driver.
Don't just get the...
Break down, always feel like I could break now, but I never let it take me to that place now. I won't ever let my thoughts get away now. I got better things to do, picking fate now. I just want to be the best, call me great.
Ladies and gentlemen, back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, Chase Johnson brings home the victory here tonight at the IRP Raceway. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see if we can't get a pit reporter down there. See if I waited just a second here, see if I can't get the screen to change over for you guys. Just a second. The guys had this problem last time here. Call down to the pit reporter, ladies and gentlemen. Do you have us?
Yeah, ready.
Do you got us?
We're down here in the victory lane here at the Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Ladies and gentlemen, Chase Johnson has just won his way into the championship playoff. 2 weeks from now at the Homestead Speedway. Showtime Chase Johnson. You come in here 130 points plus above the cut line, so you really just needed a solid day. You double down. You pick up the victory here tonight. You lit a fuck ton of laps, and then the green flag cycle started to come out. You weren't able to cycle through the first time, but you managed to get everything worked out. Talk us through your night.
Yeah, first and foremost, just want to thank the guys at CJR. They brought me a good truck. It was really fast tonight. Yeah, the pit strategy, it wasn't going our way. Maybe if it would have went green there, those last 20 laps, we could have got back to James, but, who knows. Thanks for the caution. But, yeah, it feels good to lock us in, and we're going to go race for a championship. So that's awesome.
Chase Johnson, driver owner of CJR, Chase Johnson Racing, him and his Corey Tesner teammate both pick up victories here in the playoffs, and they'll be racing for the championship 2 weeks from now here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll walk down here to the third-place finisher. I believe Nicholas Maynard has ran to the bathroom real quick. John Michael Bryant, the boogeyman. You hear all the moms screaming in the background. You bring home a top 5 here in the playoff race, real close to picking up the victory here tonight at the IRP Raceway. Walk us through your night.
It was anything but perfect, long race. We got loose there under caution, heavy brake on it, and just had to work all the way back from the back. Pit stops and cautions played in our favor, and ended up finishing third. I want to say thank you to all them hot moms out there. That one in the front row can put her shirt down now. Thank you. Other than that, appreciate the guys at Gorilla Mind, and we'll come back and try to get another win in the championship race. Spell it for somebody.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the 23 machine of John Michael Bryant. Goes around the early couple laps here tonight. The guys beat it out, and he gets back out on the track for a third-place finish here tonight. We'll Throw back here to the fourth place spot of the number 24, James Fountain. James, you had it in your hand playing the long run on the strategy. The caution flag flies right into your pocket. You're able to go down and get some tires over the rest of the guys, but they just couldn't keep it straight for you. Get loose off the corner or go down there and get some tires. Just weren't able to battle back up to the fourth place position. Walk us through your day.
Yeah, it was a good day overall, you know. I just wanted to throw caution to the wind, you know, and try to see what I could do. I'm already locked in, so we just wanted to scratch something from the playbook and try it and see what it did, and ended up not working out in my favor. Chase had a fast race car there, and I was just glad we were able to come back, fight back, and get a top 5.
James Fountain throws the Hail Mary here for the long strategy, but they'll have to call an audible. Bring it home for the fourth place spot. We appreciate you, James. We'll scoot down here to the top 5 guy of Terry Hughes. Terry, you finally snapped the bad luck, it seems, here tonight at the IRP Raceway in the cutoff race. We'll have to see how things shake out with the point standing. We're not sure how it's going to be. It's going to be a real tough, close one between you and Nicholas Maynard. Just kind of walk us through your day here as you score the top 5 here at IRP.
Definitely thought we had a car to win it, but on the long runs, we kind of kept screwing ourselves, overdriving it into the corners and all, but I know we had to finish in front of Nick to get into the playoffs tonight, so congrats to him. He's in the playoffs running again. We just shoot ourselves in the foot and miss another one.
Ladies and gentlemen, Terry Hughes, tough loss here tonight at the IRP Raceway. They'll snap the bad luck here. Hopefully things are starting to trend the right way. That'll do it for us down here on Driver Interviews. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night and catch us in the Xfinity Series at Kansas Motor Speedway.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard from your favorite driver. If you like him or if you don't like him, who really gives a damn? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm hearing for the admin that Nicholas Maynard will get in the playoffs over the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. So he'll come into IRP tonight, get the second place finish, and it'll be just enough here. See if we cannot get the pit reporter to go get a word with Nicholas Maynard. We'll be back in just a second.
Social media has got me going crazy lately. Everything's inflated, mainly everyone's invaded. Privacy is naked, man, I really hate it. God, I really hate it. I just wanna make it through all this fake shit. Living in the real life, living for some real times. Talk about the real climb, passionate in real rhyme. Steal time back from my 9 to 5, taking back my fucking life. I just wanna feel alive.
Ladies and gentlemen, back here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, the pit reporter has caught up with the second place driver of Nicholas Maynard advancing to the playoffs. You got us?
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I got to catch up with the second place finisher tonight of the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard from Welford, South Carolina. Nick, go ahead and walk us through your day. You bring it home in the P2 spot. Another top 5 for you here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You had a chance to go at the back bumper of Showtime Chase Johnson. Chase Johnson turned you around at Las Vegas, and you had a chance to get it back right there. Just kind of walk us through your day and what was going through your mind.
I mean, yeah, I appreciate everybody at the shop and the Maynard Motors, Rock and Roll Racing Group, everybody here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for what they do. Did a great finish tonight. We had an awesome truck. We got laddered back in traffic a little bit early. We saved our tires. We were running 4/10 faster than the leader. When we had about 60 laps on our tires when those guys started cycling, and we cycled up to the second place spot, and I went and pitted, and I only had about 5 laps on my tires, and I felt like I could make a run at the back from the restart to the front, and I'm not a dirty driver like some people in the league, so turning somebody around for a win is not something that really went through my mind, but just glad to get out of here tonight with a top 5 and be racing for a championship here in a couple weeks. At Homestead, we got a pretty good skill set there. We got a pretty good mile and a half, package of program going on here at Maynard Motors, and we see how things shake up here. Appreciate you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the number 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard here in the second place spot at the IRP Raceway tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, back up to the booth.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You have just heard from everybody here in the top 5 here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, and we appreciate you guys tuning in here tonight For the conclusion of the Click It or Ticket 100, the championship 4 is set. James Fountain, Chase Johnson, Corey Tesner, and Nicholas Maynard. The South Carolina kids will battle it out at Homestead 2 weeks from now. And we hope that you don't miss a damn thing by pressing that like button and pressing that follow button. Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, the Madness Racing League Xfinity Series tackles on the Kansas Motor Speedway for 120 laps of action-packed racing. Season 2 for them is on our way tomorrow night right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing.
Fake love, I want the real stuff. Everybody listen up, cause I'll only say it once. I'm gonna show you all the path. If you want it bad, I'm gonna show you where it's at. Yeah, how you can get it back. Yeah, cause I ain't never done. I'll be #1, working hella hard until I get just what I want. Yeah, rises like the sun, yeah, fatal like a gun. Shooter's gonna shoot and I'm gonna shoot until I won. Yeah, always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all this art, it's my only medicine. Yeah, everything I do, I'm just being genuine. Yeah, I'm sick of being screwed, feel my own adrenaline. Yeah, I do just what I do, and I hope you let me in, yeah. Grateful, oh yeah, able, oh yeah, I'm stable.